Conversation with Anastasia from the Ringing Cedars of Russia, Part 4, Questions and Answers. Means for personal transformation. Question: is this inner being you're describing a form of consciousness or a higher self? Answer: the human tendency to perceive separateness often leads to confusion, prompting you to label experiences or phenomena as external or distinct from yourselves. However, this inner being is not separate. It's a truer self and state of existence that can be accessed through sadhana, spiritual practice. Many people are disconnected from this state because they have, in essence, chosen to be. Recall our discussion about molding outer reality once in this state. This ability isn't limited to current experiences. Rather, it suggests that you created this state by choosing it. Those who align with or choose ascension will ascend, while those who choose descent will descend. Consequently, many find themselves trapped within their own creation, struggling to break free. The aspect of you that manifests as saints, angels, or enlightened beings gently reminds you of your true nature. Therefore, the labels, consciousness, higher self, God, or spirit, become less important than the act of reconnecting with and experiencing this state. Once you do, these definitions lose their significance. The key is not in the naming or categorizing of this inner being, but in seeking to reconnect with and experience it directly. Through this process, you may find that labels and definitions become superfluous in the face of direct experience. Can you tell me more about the meditation you suggested? The meditation we suggested is not a fixed practice, but a sadhana, which is a spiritual attitude or habit. Face reality from a fresh perspective, recognizing that your surroundings are projections of your inner expressions. Sitting for 15 or 30 minutes serves as nourishment and a reminder of this attitude, but it's not a one-time solution. Don't expect to meditate briefly and then return to old habits, hoping for change. Instead, maintain this mindset consistently until it becomes permanent. When you do sit for meditation, it becomes a time to heal from daily challenges and nourish your essence. So, when it comes to daily challenges, should we just be passive and let bad people walk over us and simply forgive them? That's an extreme misinterpretation. We're not suggesting passivity or allowing others to mistreat you. Instead, we advocate for openness, seeing the world from a broader perspective rather than a singular, closed-minded view. If someone walks over you, first assess the situation from various angles. Understand what within you may have contributed to this situation. Perhaps you've allowed others to overstep your boundaries. This realization can elevate your awareness. Many assume all communication is verbal, neglecting the 75% that is body language, emotions, and state of being. Even wild animals maintain boundaries and territories. This situation signals what you must improve about yourself. It also illustrates how humans have fallen into confusion by allowing external influences to contaminate their creative processes. What about if they overpower me? And what about those who are already trapped in such situations? The concept of being overpowered stems from a limiting mentality. There are no extremes, only transformations. One state ends, another begins. You are boundless and endless, only temporarily confined by self-imposed limitations. When something seems too big, you can become too small for it to reach you. Perhaps it's time to shift to a place where you're embraced rather than fighting and losing energy. Feeling trapped often indicates an unwillingness to let go of a certain mentality. In extreme conditions, like heat and pressure, matter transforms into pure energy, and impurities are extracted. These challenging situations are opportunities for purification and ascension, rather than resistance. Nature gently expresses these principles. Water, soft and gentle, erodes mountains and moves massive land. Birds flow with the wind rather than fighting against it. These are all lessons available for your learning and growth.